It's time for Normalville. It's time for Normalville. It's time for Normalville. Gonna get a little crazy like you know we will.
Welcome, friends, family, loved ones, and whoever else watches our show, which there aren't many of you that we don't know. Welcome to the 19th episode of the Abnormal Hour. I am your host, Alex Rennie, with my partner,
Frank Gillibrand. Hey.
Episode number 19 as we're
19
into spring. Interesting.
Yes.
Not quite there.
No.
So, but as with every episode, the very first thing we do is we go back in time to look at last episode. I want to say last week, but it's not weekly anymore.
No.
Last episode, the cartoon that we created from there. So
let's go. Yes. Okay, folks, here we are at the whiteboard from last episode, and we got to this point, believe it or not, from the joke of the day, which was the wife, every time she was at the cemetery, wishing you were here.
Wish you were here, text the husband. And we decided the illusionist.
Yeah, from that, we go to the funeral for a magician.
And
figure that out, because we can't.
The amazing Greg.
Amazing Greg. He looks like a Greg.
I just love that you came up with that name, the amazing Greg.
Yeah.
Just so funny.
I can name things for a living. So yeah, I like the display you have for the dove and everything. It's nice setting. You have the two sections. You have the feet sticking out.
Clothes.
And then yeah, I assume that's his rabbit, right?
Yeah, looking sad.
And he's all sad. Oh, what am I gonna do?
We had to change this from the other layout because the other one, was widescreen. This is vertical, so we had to change the angle up a little bit to make it work. But I think it came out pretty good.
Before you X out of it, I think a magician is gonna see this and go, oh, I want that. That's how I want to go.
Interestingly, when I was doing research on caskets,
what? Grand middle school.
Here, let's throw this.
You want that one, eh?
No, I do not want this one. Oh, I think this is going a little too far.
I love this.
So in my homework to find out caskets, things like this, I came across this photo. And again, for those of you who may not know, I drive a school bus part-time. When I saw this, man, this is his future casket when he
That's
goes.
Right. He's pre-purchased his casket, right? So he gets to enjoy it before he actually enjoys it. So
I think there's a man who truly, truly loves his job.
Outstanding. I bet she's done it for many, many decades.
Yeah,
right?
He must be really loved and respected, right? To be doing that. So I had to share this with you, Frank, because like I said, I was looking at caskets and this actually popped up in the Google search. I was like, oh, dear.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
It makes you about, there must be a company out there making custom caskets, right?
I think like it had a little blurb with it. I really wasn't that intrigued to read the whole darn thing, but I guess the community really loves this guy, which, hey, he looks like a sweet elderly guy, right? He's been driving for the kids. And I think it was his son who said, I want to honor my dad. And his son had this casket custom, which kind of is a morose gift. Hey, Dad, look what I got you for, like, I don't know if he's got terminal illness or whatever, but
yeah, you're not going to last forever.
It's a thoughtful gift, but, I don't know. It's, cool. It's a little on the dark side. Awesome, man. Well,
anyways,
after all the caskets and talks of death, this now brings us to our next section of our show, which is our news break. All right, Frank, what is your news story of today?
Okay, today's first news story. A pig causes a fire on a farm in England. Before your imagination goes wild.
I know, right? Like,
You're already thinking all kinds of things. Just stop it. Okay. Firefighters were called to a fire on a pig farm near West Yorkshire, England. When they arrived, 4 pens were on fire. They were able to extinguish the flames. No pigs were harmed. Looking for clues, they found that a pig had eaten a pedometer. And when the pedometer left his body, it sparked. It caused a fire.
so I'm going to be the first to admit that I don't know what the heck a pedometer is. You're gonna have to enlighten me.
A pedometer. You wear it on your belt maybe, and it just tracks how many steps you take a day.
That's a
So
pedometer?
the PED part of the pedometer, pedestrian pedometer, it means foot traffic, right?
So that's interesting. So a thing that...
Right. So the farmer was not available for comment because they wanted to find out, okay, how did the pig get this pedometer? You're curious, why does a farmer have a pedometer keeping track of his steps per day, right?
You know where my mind goes, don't you?
What's
you know where my mind is going? Because you see this in movies a lot. It's how they dispose of dead bodies. They feed them to pigs.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't. There's no... Oh, so you're thinking they disposed of a body and all that's left is a pedometer.
And that's why he wouldn't comment. He's like, I don't know how it got there.
Okay, I didn't think of that.
Oh, that's the first thing I thought of. Well, I didn't know what a pedometer was. So once you told me what a pedometer was, that's when my mind went.
That makes for an interesting short story, doesn't it?
Yeah. Again, why so sketchy? Why doesn't he share what's going on?
That's why he wasn't available for comment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was called "Do not talk to the press."
and where's his wife anyway?
Farmer Joe, Big Bench says, "Do not talk to the press." Right? If you know what's good for you, you will not talk to the press on this one. Crazy man.
Oh, crazy. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Well,
what's your story?
Continuing the strange news stories in England. This one also happened in England. So on Wednesday, February 17th, a man in Sussex County, UK, who was wanted by the police, turned himself in, saying that he would rather go to jail than spend any more time with the people he was living with. The man, who has not been identified, was apparently so annoyed that he called and surrendered to the Burgess Hill police station, deciding that prison would be better than his current living situation, and he's just craved solitude, peace, and quiet. That has to be some sucky roommates.
Wow, can you imagine?
There's a better alternative than that. Crazy, man.
Oh yeah, if you think of maybe past roommates, in your life.
I've had a couple of winners or losers, however you want, and I got it. Admittedly, in college, I was not the greatest roommate, so.
Oh, so it could be both ways.
It goes both ways. I am far from perfect. Yeah.
Outstanding.
All right, my friend. Well, this takes us to our very first whiteboard of the day.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, here we go. Whiteboard number 1. We are going to play on that news story of pigs, pedometers, and fire. That's a cool 3 listing there. I like that. Pigs, pedometers, and fire. Makes for a title of a movie. and let's go with mob, and let's go with the rookie guy on the mob has to get rid of a body. And so he's flushing them down the toilet, or trying. because when he was young, it worked with his goldfish. So
Something to this effect. We're just like, my boss comes in. What made you think this would be good?
and so he's beside there, the rookie mobster, and he's trying to push the feet down with a toilet brush.
He's gonna be big but stupid, right?
That's right. He's huge. He's huge.
And there's got to be the angry mob boss over here. Like,
yeah, right.
What made you think this was gonna work? You know?
Yeah, Guido.
Sleep back there. He's gonna have his arms folded. Like, what made you think this was gonna happen?
Right. So you thought this was a good idea, eh? Give the guy a toilet brush. I just want to see a toilet brush. There we go. There. That's the icing on the cake right there.
I think we got a winner, man.
The toilet brush makes it real, you know? Just... Oh, that's awesome.
Or me, just it could be as simple as this is not how we dispose.
This is not how we dispose.
There's got to be like some kind of mess with the water, right? Like it's just not working. There's got to be, water all over.
Oh, there's water on the floor. Love it. The toilet's overflowing.
Yep. I like it, man. There's something to that. Like we're there, right? Trying to go to the thing or. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we go. We'll see if we move forward with that.
Frank's a little bit hesitant. He's like, it might be a little too dark.
Okay, so let's get to our next segment, the expert advice with Alex.
And now, expert advice from the expert.
Okay, Alex, what's your expert advice today?
Today's expert advice is very simple, and that is wear underwear.
That's it?
Just wear undergarments, man.
Just do it. Just wear it.
Just do it. Do not freeball. Do not go commando. Man, woman, doesn't matter. You just never know, especially as you get older, and especially when you're younger.
And it's probably healthy.
I think it's going to be healthy, less chafing, but
that's
you just never know when
no rashes. Yeah.
So just wear an undergarment.
We'll put together a list of the benefits of wearing underwear.
It could be.
That'll be our next top 5 greatest things on of wearing underwear.
I mean, boxers, briefs, panties. Just have something underneath. That's all I'm saying.
Just something underneath.
That is my expert advice of the day.
Love it.
There you go.
Okay, let's go from expert advice to today's joke of the day. Okay, Alex, let's have it. What's your joke? Give it to me.
So, Frank, what do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhinoceros?
I don't know, something big.
Elephino.
It just kind of was up there, and then it went.
I like that one. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought that was.
Okay, we'll call it good.
Not for everybody, man. So after that stellar comedic performance by yours truly, this now leads us into whiteboard number 2.
Okay, here we are. Whiteboard number 2 in French. Whiteboard number 2. So I was sharing a story with Alex about, hey, I got an idea for a whiteboard. So me and my buddy Daryl were talking about, things that get stuck in your teeth: broccoli, chicken, a whole bunch of celery. And we had an idea for somebody with a bunch of things stuck in his teeth. And the quote is, shouldn't have had that broccoli, chicken, celery, onion, blah, 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 blah sandwich. And he's got everything in his teeth. And Alex says, I got a way better idea. Says, let's have King Kong and Godzilla. And let's have Godzilla with a leg sticking out of his teeth as if it's like broccoli. So this is broccoli to Godzilla.
This is a human.
That's a very friendly looking King Kong.
Well, I mean, they're not.
Wow.
They're just chilling out, man.
It's kind of looking like
leg
a
sticking out there. And this is Godzilla here.
Yeah, we have King Kong with a leg sticking in his teeth, and King Kong says, hey pal, you got a little something in your teeth there.
It's an actual human foot or leg.
Yeah. But I like that. He calls him pal.
I like it, man. I
Boom.
think it's freaking great.
So, I don't know. We have a lot of death cartoons.
This has been our theme of the day.
I guess. Theme of the day.
These are 2 really fast whiteboards, man. This one, I mean, we already knew what we were doing here, but
Yeah.
I like it. And I think it needs to be their heads, though, because otherwise you're not going to make out what's stuck in his teeth, right? It's got to be
That's right.
close up of the 2 of them talking.
Yeah. Works.
There you go. That was easy.
Wow.
That was a fast one. I don't know if that was, I just dropped my pencils. I don't know if that was another record-breaking, whiteboard.
Yeah.
But that was pretty fast.
That's just us being good. I don't know.
We are that good, man. That's awesome. Well,
Cool.
with that, we're in our final stretch of the day, and that would be, did you know?
No. Did you know?
So, Frank, what is today's Did You Know?
Did you know? Okay, today let's talk about hummingbirds.
That's my spirit animal. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
It's actually my main spirit. We have many spirit animals, but the Trochilidae, aka hummingbird, actually have it tattooed on my chest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, did you know there are 338 species of hummingbirds?
No.
338, a lot. They range in size from the giant hummingbird. There's actually one called a giant hummingbird. It's 9 inches long. That's a big hummingbird.
It's a big hummingbird. My goodness.
Big hummingbird.
Well, probably
Yeah,
are those ones with the long tails.
Yeah, well, they all have some pretty good tails going on, and and all the way down to the smallest one called the bee hummingbird, which is 2 inches long.
Little tiny monkey.
Guess how much that hummingbird weighs?
I have no idea.
What do you have on your chin? What are you doing?
That's actually my beard comb. I stick it. I didn't know if you would notice.
Oh, really?
I just dropped it.
Okay, then.
Little beard comb, because I'm not gonna have a beard for much longer. So
I'm going to do an evaluation.
Right.
Alex has trouble paying attention to the task at hand.
I honestly didn't know if you would notice. I didn't know if you were reading
Wow.
the script. I'm like, I wonder if you'll know that. Okay, so how much
Anyways.
does the baby hummingbird weigh? The little one you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I couldn't even venture to guess, but next to nothing. They're
Yeah, it is next to nothing. 0.07 of an ounce.
My goodness.
You know what an ounce is?
Tiny
It's
bird.
less than an ounce.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. So their wings, they beat pretty fast, right? The giant hummingbird, his wings will go 720 beats per minute.
Yeah, it's a
Pretty
lot.
good. The small hummingbird, the bee hummingbird, 4,800 beats per minute is how often his wings flutter.
Wow. That's a danger zone for a car when your engine is revving that fast, right?
That's right. He's redlining all the time.
He's going to overheat.
Oh, yeah. And so the heart rate of that small bird, 1,260 beats per minute. That's his heart rate. 1,260 beats. You know, we're in shape. We do like 70, 65, right? 1,260. Crazy. That small bee hummingbird will fly up to 34 miles an hour horizontal.
Yeah.
34 miles an hour. Pretty cool. So at night, when they're not feeding, they slow their heart rate down. They hibernate every night to 1/15 of their regular heart rate.
Wow.
Every night. When they're out and about doing what they do, they, between nectar and water, consume 5 times their body weight every day.
I was going to say 5 times. I read that recently, actually.
Yeah,
Eat
5
5
times.
times their weight in sugar.
Every day.
Yeah.
That's an eating disorder. That's what I say.
I actually knew that one.
Yeah, cool. So the migrating ruby-throated hummingbird will cross the Gulf of Mexico. That's 800 kilometers. That's without touching down. 500 miles.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. The longest migration is the rufous hummingbird from Alaska to Mexico. That's 3,900 miles.
Wow.
That's a long migration.
That is a long migration.
Wow.
I didn't even know they had hummingbirds in Alaska, so that's...
Yeah, they do. They don't mind cold weather that much because, you know, they're beating their wings, right? They're keeping their energy up to keep the heat up. When they're in cold areas, their feet tuck into their belly feathers to keep warm. They tuck them up in there.
They're cute little things.
That the hummingbirds are the only bird to fly backwards?
Yep. They go all directions.
Yeah, all directions as well, left, right, yeah. But they are the only ones that can actually back up and hover backwards. And that is today's Did You Know About Hummingbirds?
That's awesome, man. I love hummingbirds. Like I said, my main spirit animal. I've done a lot of research on them.
Wow.
They have very few predators because you can't catch them unless they're, you know.
Right.
So.
And there's not much to eat.
There's not much to eat. So, but they are cute, gorgeous little things, man.
They are.
I love
just wonderful.
hummingbirds.
Cool.
So, guys, we are heading into our 20th episode, which we have some surprises for you there. Looking forward to that. And Frank, as always, man, thank you. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a quick one today. So,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you, Frank. And thank you for watching us for episode number 19. And we will see you next time.
And now we're leaving. We gotta go. And now we're leaving. It's the end of our show. We had a good time. It's come to an end. We hope you had a good time. A good time, my friend. And now we're leaving. That's the end of our show. And now we're leaving. We gotta go.